up, peeps?
So now shockingly, it just dawned on me, hey, we should mount this and do it this way. So now when we get cut off, or if a cop wants to be an asshole or whatever, now we got you on camera and they can say, oh, we didn't do that. Really? Well, the iPhone says differently. So we're making this video to, real quick, give you guys a brief description of what happened to us last night. I'll let the wife talk to some degree, because I'm still angry about it. I'm still kind of like heated, only because of the fact that Metro, again, I understand they're doing their jobs, don't get me wrong, whatever, but when you detain a passenger that clearly is not driving the car, clearly does not have a license to drive a car, you saw my wife get out of the car, go to the bathroom, then before she came out, you told me to step out of my car and you detained me on the curb. Before I got out of my, hang on, stop. Before I got out of the car for this officer, I said to him, officer, I am disabled. I have injuries. Not my problem, and I do not care. I don't care, is what he said. So now this is my pre-warning. So when Metro does get to see this video, they're gonna be like, oh damn, yeah, oh damn. So number one, you didn't have a body cam on. Your cruiser probably did, but the cop that detained me, his car was facing directly at my door at the time when my wife came out, when she asked me why I was on the ground. And then the other cop, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, on my end, I didn't do anything wrong. It was after hours. We just got done Ubering, took a break, okay, basically. We went through the back way so she can use the bathroom.
I had to pee.
Now, clearly, like I just said, they saw her go in the bathroom. They watched her walk right down into the bathroom.
They were in the parking lot when I parked.
Yep. Said nothing to her.
Halfway down the parking lot.
Yep. Said nothing to her. Go ahead.
They didn't say one word to me. I'm going pee, and I hear, sir, the park is closed. And then I hear, yo.
Yep.
I was done and walking out, and I saw my husband sitting on the curb, and I said, why are you sitting on the curb? And at the time I couldn't hear him because we were a distance away from each other. So he said something about the park is closed, and I said, okay, and why are you on the curb? And he made me get out of the car and sit on the curb. I looked at the officer, I said, why is he on the curb? Park is closed, you need to leave, you're not supposed to be in here, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I get that. But we're not in the park, we're in the parking lot, and I had to pee. Didn't care. Started giving an attitude. I told my husband, let's go, we're gonna leave. Park is closed, so we're gonna leave. And we were told we couldn't leave. The partner yelled over to the officer that was dealing with us and said, I want to talk to them. He said, you're not leaving, my partner wants to talk to you. I said, are you kidding me? He said, no. My exact words were, this is bullshit. Because that's exactly what it was.
We got detained to use a bathroom.
So, they ended up having him stand in front of the one cruiser, and the other cop came over to me to get our IDs. And it started to explain to me why we could not be in the park because it was 11 o'clock. And it was a new program, a new crackdown, blah, blah, blah. And my comment to him was, we've been in this park for almost 8 months. We're the ones that call you guys when things are going wrong to help clean up the park. We've dealt with many police officers in that park, and never once. Oh, sorry, that one officer, remember? That pulled up and said it.
Oh, yeah, we're just targeting people.
So that one time. Other than that, you're talking over 250 days.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
30 times 7 is 210. And we're going into our 8th month. So we'll just say 209 days we didn't have an issue with any Metro police officers.
Not even the park police.
Or park police. That's say?
We even got their card because, you know, hey, if you catch them on doing something stupid, get them on film. Okay, not a problem. Here's my card, call me. And if it was, and now mind you, when he said call me, this is after hours of the park. So if it was so much of a problem, how come they didn't tell us to leave?
Right, he said, what's your chick?
Oh my God. What the hell was that from? Oh, the sign. Oh.
That shit always happens. Okay. So, I don't know if that got caught on camera, but going down Desert Inn, water came flying from the other side as I just...
Let's look at the camera.
I just closed my window. Holy shit.
You would have had a mouthful of water.
I would have. So anyway, where was I? Oh, so I was just explaining to him that, you know, 7, going on 8 months now. May will be 8 months. We've been in our van.
Yep.
Never had an issue except that one time. And we deal with Metro Police all the time. Matter of fact, just last night, not last night, the night before. So, well, I was talking to the officer last night. We called you because a father allowed his 9-year-old daughter to drive through the park out onto the public roads.
Yeah, literally. We call 911.
Nobody said anything about us being in the park after 11 then.
Exactly.
Nobody said anything about us being in the park after 11 when we're calling you about the 7 teenagers in the bathroom smoking pot.
And just real quick, I'm going to jump in. And you know why that happened? And it's just a given proof. Cops do not communicate with each other. Hey, they should have said, hey, look, you know, we're having a lot of issues with this Charlie Frias park. You know, people living in their vehicle, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. So all the other cops don't know about it. Huh, well, that's funny. Because here's my thing. If you don't communicate with each other, how would you know what's going on? And now this project they're talking about, it should be technically on public record, you know, so people can understand what they're doing. So you came out of the blue, and we did see them removing people, but certain people were staying.
Yeah, it was very interesting that he told me they had already cleaned out the side parking lot. Yeah. That was a bold-faced lie.
Yep.
Because when we pulled in, there's at least 7 cars in there.
Yep.
So that was a lie. Mm-hmm. After we left with our little citation,
oh yeah, and I'm the driver.
Yeah, there was issues with that as well. We drove over to the Starbucks side and we saw them moving into that parking lot. And then down the main part of the park. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this on camera, that's total bullshit. There's no posted signs in the parking lot, in the main parking lot, that says no overnight parking. There is no signs, all the signs are up at the park. So that's why I said to the officer, we're not in the park, we're in the parking lot. Because where we were, there was no posted signs.
Correct.
So the fact that we got cited,
gotta see, we got a misdemeanor warning,
and had to pay a fine.
Yeah. But are you for real? For what? For peeing. And hang on, here's the kicker about it all. We're working. We took a break to pee, and we basically get a misdemeanor warning to go to court and pay a fee. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
So it is what it is. It's total bullshit, but that's okay. Because of this total bullshit, it's given us some ideas of how we are going to live our van life.
Yep.
And what we're going to do down the road in the future, which is going to be under wraps, and it's that's
a project under construction right now.
Yep, it's a project under construction, and we will definitely let you guys know what's going on as things start to take effect.
And real quick, since I didn't think about this before, we're going to be doing a lot of our streaming just like this every day so people see what we see.
Yep.
Because
I mean, we'll turn the camera so you can see our gorgeous faces and the little cute kittens, but it's just, it's such, you don't realize how much total bullshit there is out there until you're out right in the middle of it. And, you know, we're not homeless, we're transients.
Yeah, that's how they put it on their thing. I was like, oh, isn't that cool?
I call it halfless, they call it transit, whatever.
Oh, we got a Metro cop.
It's just, stop picking on the good guys. Stop
Yeah.
picking on the people who are trying to help you clean up the damn city.
Exactly.
And keep the homeless out. And I know why they're doing it. They're probably doing it. I think the one officer did say that they're doing it to keep the homeless out of the park and get them into the programs. That's fine and dandy, but you know what? Unless they want to go into their programs, they're not going to go.
Exactly.
So you kick them out of this park, they're going to go down in the tunnels.
Yep.
Or they're going to go to a different park.
Yep.
And here's my thing. If you don't want people in the park after 11,
Do what Sunset
put
Park. Yep.
gates up. Sunset Park has alligator mouth gates.
That
and
open up.
Metal that open up, and they lock them every night.
Yep.
You don't want people in the bathrooms after a certain time, lock them up. Don't talk to me about they're not going to pay somebody. Well, you know what?
They do.
If you want people out of there and you want people to stay out of there, you will pay somebody who probably gets paid $10 to $12 an hour to drive through the county and hell, pay us. We'll drive to every park and lock it up.
Yeah.
If that's what you want. But you don't need to be nasty and assume that because somebody is in the park or they live in their van or their vehicle that they're bad people. Like, that's what pisses me off, the persona that transits get as associated with the homeless people. Transits are transits because transits choose to live in their vehicle.
And there is no law stating that you cannot live in your vehicle. There are laws, though, that yes, can a cop get you for sleeping in your car? Oh yeah, they can. It's a very I call it catch-22. I'm not.
Hey, we told them we live at 1 Rudy Tooty Way.
But hang on a minute, and it's more of a joke because in reality, we actually have a physical address and a physical mailbox that I can walk my white butt right into, open it with my lock, and grab my mail and then leave. There's a difference of a P.O. box versus a private mailbox.
We have an actual physical address.
Correct. So there are ways that you got to go about doing this if you decide to go in that lifestyle. So the cops can't basically run their mouth and say, oh, you're lying. Well, you're funny because you can have a good day now. Bye-bye.
And always have a plan B, C, and D.
Yes, we learned that last night.
I mean, we've known that along the way.
Yes, but it's good to be on point with each other so no miscommunication goes in a whole other direction. Look, and I'm not bad-mouthing Metro by any means, but one bad apple can make a bunch of bad apples. Believe me, we've seen it even from New York to here. Well, even in Syracuse. So that
They
really...
do it?
Yeah. Oh,
They
yeah.
look at one homeless person that's a drug addict and think that all
they'll
homeless
target
people
the
are
rest
drug
of them,
addicts.
yeah. And see, this is why cops get a bad name. It's like a pit bull. A pit bull gets a bad... One pit bull will attack a child, and then they're all mean. No.
But nobody looks at what that child did to that pit bull. Or
Exactly. Dogs just don't attack to attack.
Right.
They attack because they're provoked. They attack because they're scared. I mean, come on. Seriously, think about that.
They don't see age. They don't see this child. They see this thing is hurting me.
Exactly.
I'm going to defend myself.
Exactly. So now the dog gets euthanized because the kid provoked it. Well, if the dog was properly trained, that wouldn't have happened. Now, would it?
And
No.
if the parent was properly trained.
Exactly. So, anywho.
Who trains their child to not pull the dog's tail.
Yeah, or pull their ears, or grab their throat, or,
Because some
that's
parents,
proper parenting.
Yeah, and a lot of parents think, oh, it's so cute, you pulled the dog's ear and the dog didn't mind. Well, you know what? Maybe the first time the dog didn't mind, or maybe the first time he didn't get hurt. But that third time he did, and that's when he snapped.
Exactly.
So,
But now the poor dog has to be put down because it's a vicious pit bull or a vicious dog. No, you morons, it's not a vicious dog. The dog was defending itself. Just as if me or you or anybody else on the street, if somebody came up to you and punched you in the face, you turned around and shot them or stabbed them or whatever, beat them up, you're defending yourself. You don't know what they have. So by means, what are you going to do? Most police, you know what they tell you? Walk away. Yeah, okay, well this is called 2019, sorry.
So, but anyway, we're getting off topic.
Yep.
And that's a whole nother controversial topic.
Yep. Which, yes, she took a lot of classes through school. She knows what she's talking about.
We'll get that. We'll get on that another time. But anywho.
But I just want to make
getting back to going pee.
But yes, and I want to make an announcement real quick. I do not badmouth anybody, nor police, fire department, blah, blah, blah. But who I will badmouth and I will target is the officers that I did make a complaint with, because I did take my butt down there and said, you know, it's funny that we're getting targeted. And guess what happened? We never seen Metro back in there again, because that's what park police are for. Metro police should be on the outskirts, meaning the out streets.
Matter of fact, the 911 lady I spoke to when the child was driving the car said that that's a park police issue.
Thank you.
And then I said, but she's at the light on Lindell about to go straight into public traffic. That's a different story. Boom, Metro was called immediately.
Yep.
And there was a cop we were talking to. There was an officer that had pulled over somebody. And we were talking to him, and he's the one that pulled them over.
Yeah.
Because he went after her.
Yep. But clearly...
But they got let go.
Yeah, they got let go. Go figure. Now, see, if I was driving a car and I got pulled over, guess what's going to happen? I go
You're going to jail.
Yeah.
But if you were 9 years old and I was your mother and I made a bad decision by teaching... That's what one cop came to us and said... Because I was concerned because it was an older gentleman and a younger child. No, come on. We live in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is...
Sex trafficking every day.
After midnight, I think it was. I don't even remember the exact time. But here's our thing. You never know.
No, exactly.
And so the cop did come back and say, just to ease your mind, it is a father-daughter. Dad made bad decision by trying to teach the daughter to drive. At 10?
At 10? Yeah.
Come on. Seriously, people, get your shit together.
Yeah.
You know, everybody bitches about the millennials, but did you ever look in the mirror and realize that you're the ones that raised the millennials? Come on. Get your shit together, people. Don't bitch about the generation that you created and you raised. And I don't want to hear, oh, school did this, school did that. Because how many of you started doing homeschooling?
Yeah.
So anyway, again, another controversial topic.
Come on, keep going, because these cars are flying. But so make sure you guys go to the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're going to get Sonic eat. So, all right, peace out.
Peace out, Cub Scouts.